this is the kitchen area with the check-in, and on the left side of the kitchen is where we have the little mini market. The right side is literally just a room where you can light burners in. And then the bathrooms are between the two. Right here we have the warm showers, men and women. I think there's 4 showers in each one. At least there's 4 in the women. This right here, I believe, is where you get your lodging with your meals if they cook them for you, but that's way too expensive for us, so we didn't get to do that. So today we are skipping a couple camps. We're hiking from Gray first to Paine Grande, which is, I believe, about 11 kilometers, 3.5 hours estimated. We'll eat lunch there, then we're gonna hike from Paine Grande to Italiano, which is a free camp which is currently closed. That should take about another hour and a half. I don't remember the kilometers. And then finally we'll have a short 2-kilometer, 30-minute hike from Italiano the rest of the way to Frances, which is where we'll be staying tonight. Let's go. Right before it walked literally right in front of us. Before it ran over there, it was like 5 feet away and stared right at us.
Alright, so we're sitting here and a fox literally just walks right up about 2 feet away from us, walks right by, and I wish I had the camera out or my phone, anything, so we can capture it. We do have some footage, but we didn't want to get too close because it was scavenging for food in the grass.
And
but
about 6 other people showed up at the same time too, so he stayed pretty far away.
Yeah.
But
would you? Oh, and a couple people that were coming up, we were trying to get their attention, say, "Hey, there's a fox there," but Erica...
Well, I was trying to tell him there was a fox, but then I realized I didn't know the Spanish word for fox. So I just started pointing awkwardly, and then as soon as they turned around, they had a Canadian maple leaf flag bag holder. So I realized they would have heard fox just fine.
It's experiences like these that make all that pain and suffering worth it. Definitely.
Yeah. He was not saying that an hour ago.
I was not. I was not. It just now happened. The fox really gave me my second wind. So
This is actually all the footage we have of the fifth day, primarily because of the weather. It started to get really windy and the rain really started to pelt us. I didn't have a rain cover for the camera, so we really couldn't get any additional footage. But with that being said, we'll kind of walk you through with this map and show kind of what we did and where we went.
So we started up in Gray Campsite, and we walked pretty much directly down until we got to Piney Grande. The weather was really good. Well, it was overcast, but it wasn't too windy up until we got to Piney Grande. So after we ate lunch in Piney Grande, or around Piney Grande, we got back on the trail and we started heading to Campsite Francis. After leaving Piney Grande is when the weather started to turn. It started sprinkling, and then when we were about halfway to Campsite Francis is when the weather got really bad. It was even sleeting at one point, like pelting us in the face. So at that point is when we really didn't or weren't able to get any more footage. Normally, once you get to Campsite Italiano, you can deposit your belongings and you can go up and hike to Mirador Botanico. But because of the weather, the Mirador Botanico was actually closed, and so we just kept walking on to our campsite.
So we just left Camp Francis and left Lexi and Sarah behind. We're making our way to the last camp that we'll be staying at, Camp Central. And it's the last day, so it's pretty rough with our backpacks, but I think we'll be able to make it.
Yesterday was going to be a rough day regardless because of the distance. I think we went about 20 kilometers. But it was literally windy and raining all day long. But this morning, as we started walking, we get a view of the mountains behind us, and they are beautiful and snowy with the lake in the opposite direction. So the precipitation was good for the view the next day, just not so much for hiking yesterday.
Unfortunately, for day 6, we lost most of the footage. Not sure exactly where it went, but we did manage to capture a few photos. And it was a very beautiful day hiking alongside the lake. We just wanted to throw in some of these photos so you can get an idea of what we hiked.